Every 9 seconds, a woman is beaten in the United States. In the program.
My name is Lauren. I work here at Women's Advocates. So there's a lot of things that one would have to do in order to maintain their safety, economic stability, residential stability, and just general family well-being.
Yeah.
Beyond that, you have the most obvious and most pressing issues, your health. If you've come to us, chances are you have, well, for certain, some trauma that you have incurred and you need mental health support. You also need, sometimes women have long neglected health issues, having prioritized other things during the time that they were in an abusive relationship. They might not have cared for themselves in the way that one should. So medical attention is also something that is pretty typical that women need when they come here. One thing that we do address here is the effects on the brain that trauma has. Locally and within the industry, it's referred to as trauma-informed care. And how we implement trauma-informed care is by recognizing that there might be practices that a typical social service organization would engage in that might be re-traumatizing. So we don't have a hefty rule list. And you're not being told what to do and where to be and how to be when you're staying at Women's Advocates. We recognize that that could be re-traumatizing, being controlled not by your abuser, but by an institution that is providing services to you.
Yeah. In 2003, Susan Wright was convicted of murder for stabbing her then-husband, Jeffrey Wright, 193 times. During her trial, Susan pled non-guilty, claiming battered women syndrome.
And so a typical day includes, waking up and making sure that you take care of the 1,000,001 things that you have to do. The women and children who are staying with us have arrived with a large amount of challenges on their plate. Anything from, homelessness, which is everyone who is staying here has been homeless previous to coming to the shelter. We also, and then beyond that, there's just the daily rigor of making sure that you are taking care of yourself. Making sure that every day is a day that you can take a few things off of your checklist. We have the support team of about 5 full-time advocates that are here during the daytime, and then during the evening and weekends we also have advocates that are here. So basically 24 hours a day we have at least one advocate who is available on site to help you with anything that you need. That can be something from being 3 o'clock in the morning when your abuser has called you and you need to figure this out. You need to document it if you have an order for protection, and you need the case manager to kind of help you through the process. and making sure that you can do that. One thing, which is the key, is to consider the other indicators of domestic violence. People will think of the stereotypical bruise as proof that someone has been in a violent relationship. But some of the long-term damage that can be made is done by the effects of power and control. That is how they notice these elements taking place in someone's life, that they can't just call their friends, or they can't just go to work without checking in with their partner many times during the day. They can't spend money at their own free will. It's being controlled by somebody. When you recognize signs like that, that's when it's important for you to at least know the resources that you could refer someone to if they are ready and interested. We have a 24-hour-a-day crisis line that is available for anyone who is experiencing abuse or anyone who's concerned for someone else's well-being. And that number is 651-227-8284. And that number should be called by anyone who is concerned for themselves or for somebody else.
Abuse is a secret. You get kicked, you get hit, you don't tell.
What can I offer you? I know you've had a drink or two. You're stumbling around in 6-inch heels. I wish we could talk like you were no big deal. What can